with, not one, I mean, there was one guy that I bumped into one day and I'm like, damn, I wish I was that guy. He was a race car driver. But like seriously, man, I mean, there's nothing out there that is a value of this, man. And I don't really, to me, it's like a real respect to everybody, but I mean it, I don't care who it is, what they do. Like, I go back and forth with them all day long, and it's just easy. They'll be like, oh, well, I run this business and I make a gazillion dollars a day. Cool. I do this business and I make a gazillion dollars a day from bed. Oh, well, I get to go do this and do this and do this. And I'm like, well, you get to do that on Saturdays and Sundays. I get to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right. It's just so many different things, man, from a business perspective. I was talking to Chris a little while ago, and I was talking like my business, right? I literally been able to build this thing to $1 million a year, deal, not gross, I'm talking about net, like it comes here out. Like, what are my, operating expenses, right? I don't have any, employees, I don't have an office, I don't have any of that stuff or whatever, and it's just the power of what it is that we have here. And so, we talk about typical businesses. You got to go spend $1 million to go open up a McDonald's, right? You guys know the average McDonald's owner takes home around $25,000 a year. We got people in our company that are making double that in a month, right? Like with a $600 startup fee, right? Like, what's the difference between that person and you? That person just kept repeating and they wanted it bad enough to make it happen, okay? So here are the simple parts that you guys just want to learn, man. I mean, the simplest thing in this business and the most important part of this business is the inviting portion of it, okay? Because we're in a business where you got to look at it like this. This is a crusade. The person who's going to benefit and win from this thing at the highest level and at the deepest level possible is the person that gets the most excited to go out there and share this information with as many people as humanly possible as fast as they can. I look at this business like a race car. I like to drive fast cars. Anybody here likes to drive fast cars? Yeah. So I love to drive fast cars. And if you guys drive fast cars or if you drive manual, you kind of understand like how the gears go, right? 1 through 7 or 1 through 8, depending on what you're driving. My car has 1 through 7 gears. And in the beginning, if you step on it, right, that first gear is very like violent and it's short, right? That's like getting your 4 in this business, right? So you get to that first gear and it's like, everything seems noisy, seems crazy, feels, weird. But you get through that first gear, then you get to the second gear, right? And the second gear is getting to residual, and then you keep going and going and going until you get to IMD, which is like 7th gear, which is like the equivalent of being, on a racetrack, doing 200 miles an hour playing like opera music, right? It's like this is awesome, right? Like, wow, things are so beautiful. It's like you're all like, in synergy and stuff. So inviting is the most important part of this business. Why? Because you can be the best presenter, you can be the best looking presenter, you can be the most versed presenter, you can be the most informed presenter, you can be the best presenter of all time. But if you're presenting to an empty room, you will be the brokest presenter of all time, all right? So if you can't get people to see the information, you will not make any progress. You have to become very good at getting people to at least see it, okay? We're not in the convincing game, we're not into the sales game. Like, I do so well in this business because I get a lot of people to see the information. I don't get to convince people to see the information. You see, convincing gets kind of exhausting, right or wrong? Right? So I literally just show somebody ready to get started. No, all right, cool. Follow me on Facebook. I'll see you later. All right? All right? So how do you get people to see the information? For me, I keep it very simple. All right? I know that a lot of times people like to lead with the money thing. Hey, I got this new money thing. We can make a lot of money. We can make a lot of money. And how many of you guys get kind of turned off when people talking about money? Right? Like, it's kind of like an off trigger. For me too. When I got a friend that comes to me like, oh, I got this new thing, we're going to make some money. I'm looking at my friend like, what do you know about money? 1. And I'm not going to go to jail because you're a dumbass with money, right? Right? And 3, I make more money than you, right? Or 4, I don't really need another 3rd job or 4th job or whatever it is, because people usually relate more money to more time, right? So you don't want to say money when you're inviting somebody initially because it might be one of those words that triggers them off, okay? I stay away from 5 different words when I'm inviting people to see the information. 1 is money. The other one is travel. Why do I stay away from travel? Because people don't know, a lot of mine in the Dominican Republic for $149 for 5 days. When you say travel, they're like, oh, he's trying to sell me a timeshare, right? Or, oh, he's trying to like, I don't got no time to travel, right? Or, hey, I don't got no money to travel, or whatever it is. They just don't get it. So travel, again, may be a turn off, okay? So I don't say the word travel. I don't say meeting. Why? Because if my friend says we're going to go to a meeting, I'm going to think to myself, what kind of, what is he trying to get me into a gang, right? Like what's going to happen at this meeting, right? Like, and especially if I've been at work all day, if I've been at work for 12 hours, I'm not trying to go to a meeting after work, right? Like it's just not something that I'm excited about. So if you say money, travel, meeting, you're having a hard time getting people to come see the information, okay? If you say business, Business, you'll get the same kind of mixed reactions as you do from people that say meeting or money, okay? Meeting or money. So you want to stay away from travel, meeting, business, and you also want to stay away from travel, meeting, business, money, and opportunity, all right? Stay away from opportunity because everybody's running around saying, I got this amazing opportunity. And people looking at you like, is it an opportunity for me or for you? Right? Like when you talk about opportunity, you guys know there's, especially now with the social media and internet era, like it's so cool that we all get to communicate with each other so quickly, but true or false, there's so much spamming going on out there, like people just spamming, like, oh look at this next opportunity. They don't even know you, they're just filling in your inbox, right? On Instagram, I got people trying to recruit me in like the Illuminati, right? They're like, oh, for $500 you can become rich and famous, and we'll send a deposit. I'm like, bro, like, are you crazy? That must be, like, you guys want to be in the Illuminati? No. Y'all looking at me like y'all already in. Right? Like, you just get the craziest stuff. So you don't want to spam somebody with opportunity, all right? I'll give you guys the most basic way that I invite a friend, somebody that I know, and I'll show you guys some ways that I invite people that I just meet that are brand new. So for example, let's say I know Chris for a long time, right? I would literally hit Chris up on a text message because I like texting more than I like being on the phone. I'll send Chris a text. Yo, what's up, Chris? What are you doing tonight around 8 o'clock? Chris will say, I'm free, or he'll say, I'm busy. If he says I'm free, I'll say, Chris, listen, man, I got something really important I want to talk to you about. I need you to meet me at my place, or I need you to meet me at this address, or I need you to meet me here at 8 p.m. sharp. Cool? Chris is going to say, yes, right? Chris is my friend. I didn't like email blast him or, Facebook random him. Like, it's us talking. He said he's free. He said he can make it. Cool, I expect to see Chris tonight, right? Cool. He told me no. I said, Chris, what are you doing tonight at 8 o'clock? And Chris says, you know what, I'm busy. I'll say, all right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Click, and I'll stop, right? If I'm texting, you know how you hang up on somebody with text? I'll say, okay, and put a period, right? That's it. I don't say, no, you're not busy. You got to come see this because this is the most amazing thing. And you're going to become a billionaire. We're going to travel the world. We're going to drive. No, right? That's amateur, okay? You got to think of it like this is what happens to people. If I say, Chris, what are you doing tonight around 8 p.m. and he says I'm busy, and I say, okay, cool, click, and I hang up the phone or I hang up the text or whatever, his next thing is, if he's a normal person, is, what was that about? You know what? Listen, I'm not free today, but I'm free tomorrow. Hey, what exactly was it you wanted to talk to me about? And I say, Chris, listen, man, I don't hit you up for no reason. It's something really important. I'm really excited about it. I'm working on something, and I just want you to come meet with me so we can chat about it. You're one of the first people I want to talk to about it, okay? Or whatever it may be, something along those lines. But again, I don't say what? Travel, money, business, opportunity, or eating, okay? Stay away from those things, okay? When I say it's important, he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know if it's like, whatever, but he just knows that it's important. Is this not an important decision? Yeah. Guys, this is the most important decision. I don't dare to say this. I guarantee to say this. This is the most important decision you'll make in your life. If you follow through and you keep pushing and make this happen, it will be the best thing you've ever done in your entire life. Okay? So it's important. So that's the inviting portion. If it's a brand new person, if I just met this young man here or this young man there or whoever, let's say a brand new person that I just know, let's use a lady. Where's the lady? Which lady can I go pick on? I'm going to pick this young lady here. What's her name? Pam. So I'm going to pick on Pam. Let's say I met Pam at the mall, right? And maybe she was working at a store or we bumped into each other somehow, some way. The first thing I do when I meet somebody brand new is I compliment them, right? Hey Pam, I love your hair, right? It's something, right? She's like, oh, thanks. I love your hair too. Shine. Thank you. Right? But what I mean by that is like a genuine compliment. Okay? Be genuine compliment. And so I'll meet Pam, and initially what I do is I don't ask for phone numbers. I don't like phone numbers. It's kind of like a weird thing for me. I like social media. So me and Pam will exchange Facebooks or Instagrams or something of that sort.
Sorry.
So we'll
World Ventures, I was just researching this shit.
Researching, hello.
So we'll exchange Facebooks or Instagrams, right? For two reasons. One, we kind of get to know each other through Instagram, right? So I'll see if Pam has a family, she likes to travel, she likes to do this, she likes to do that. I get to see if Pam is a psychopath, I get to see all kinds of stuff through there, right? I see if she's a suitable business partner, somebody that may fit in with us right away, right? And if she is, I guess, and 9 times out of 10, yeah, I'll message Pam within 24 hours, 48 hours, usually within 24 hours. I hit Pam up, I'll say, hey, listen, Pam, I don't want to be weird or anything, but you seem like somebody who might have some mutual goals. Would you like to grab coffee sometime and chat a little bit? Right? And she'll say, goals? Of course I have goals. And mutual, they are mutual, of course, you know, whatever, you know, but I'll say something of that sort. Hey, you know, you seem like somebody who may have some mutual goals. Hey, look, I'm working on something in this area. I'm looking for, you know, somebody who's smart and sharp to sit down and maybe partner up with if you would like to grab some coffee and chat, you know, so something like that where I'll set up a one-on-one. Every one-on-one that I do turns into a travel party. I'm not going to do a two-on-one because I'm trying to save time, okay? So that's kind of like how I invite cold market. I'll meet somebody at the gas station. Hey man, you know, nice car. What do you do for a living? Oh, I do this, I do that. Oh, okay, cool. What do you do for a living? Me? I take vacations. Like, what do you mean you take vacations? It sounds crazy. You know, do you travel? Do you like to travel? Do you like to, you know, you ever thought about working for yourself? You know, things of that sort. And again, within 24 hours, I say, hey, you know, you seem like somebody when they have some mutual goals. Would you like to grab some coffee? All right? If they say no, which I've never gotten somebody that tells me no, it's like, you seem like somebody who has mutual goals. Would you like to grab some coffee? No. Does that mean that you don't have any goals? Does that mean that you don't have mutual goals? Whatever it is, fine. I don't care. I keep going. Okay, you guys got that?
Yes.
So when you're inviting somebody, the most important thing, stay away from money, travel, business, opportunity, and meeting, and just be a normal person. How would you invite somebody for coffee that you just met? How would you invite a friend that you've known your whole life? All right? How would you invite them? Just keep it simple and try to always undersell and over-deliver, okay? Second part is presenting. The presentation portion, you guys see the presentation, you're like, oh my God, Julian is such an amazing presenter. That's why he gets the results that he gets. I promise you, when Julian starts the presentation, everything in his head is going like this. Okay, so the name of the company is called World Ventures, and then everything in his head, like mine, like Dr. P and everybody else, it goes like this. And then you get to the end and it's like, you ready to get started? Like, we've done it so many times that it's just how you open. A lot of people think that closing starts at the end and it starts in the beginning.
That's
Okay?
right.
It starts in the beginning. You set the standard in the beginning. Hey, listen, I'm sharing something with you I'm excited about. I'd love for you to come on board. When I finish showing this to you, all I want to know is if you're in, if you're not. Is that cool? Cool. Great. Cool. You go through the presentation. Finish. You ready to get started? Yes? No? Okay, next. Boom. Keep going. Okay? It's very, very, the presentation portion, all you want to do is open with the closing and make sure you get to the end and you ask for the sale. Okay? Most people don't get started in this business because they never get asked. All right? They finish the presentation, they're like, this stuff's cool, right? You liked it? Me too. And they never get asked. I watch it happen all the time. Like, I've done presentations and I just watch people and they're like, man, that was crazy, right? Like, man, Julian's amazing. You know, he's such a great presenter, man. He's so awesome. And I watched the prospect leave, like, that was weird. They never got asked. So you gotta ask, okay? Invite, present, enroll, train. Okay? It's iPad. Enrolling. You enroll somebody. How many of you guys know how to enroll somebody? Right? I believe that you are qualified to teach what you know. Okay? If you guys are members, you know how to enroll, right? So that means that you know how to enroll somebody, you know how to teach somebody how to enroll others. Okay? So when you enroll somebody, what are the things that you're teaching that person how to do when they first get started? Just be very, very simple. Okay? As soon as you put somebody in the system, all I'll teach them how to do is make a list and how to invite. That's it. Make a list and invite. That is it. Some people give homework. I've seen people, reps get started, and they're like, okay, so you want to read these 12 books, one compensation plan. I know there's an I missing in this letter over here, there's a dot missing over here, but it's going to be good. Just be simple. All you want to do is help somebody get there for. Okay? That's the most you want to do. Just help them get there for. If you can help 4 people get there for every day, for every month, if you can make 4 sales, okay? Check this out. If you can make 4 sales, you can help 4 people get their 4 every month for a year. You'll be a director in a company.
Yeah.
If they're platinum, you'll be like 40 sales, 50 sales from marketing director. Is that crazy? Is that doable?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Training. Training is important for duplication, and I'll talk about duplication a little bit more later on. But those are the basics, guys. Just inviting somebody to see the information. The presentation doesn't matter. It's just the beginning and the ending, yes or no, letting the sale, closing the sale. When you enroll somebody, letting them know what to do next. If they just want to be a member, they just want to travel, cool. Show them some trips. Get them to commit to go to pick a trip. Or find a trip that they really like, because 86% of people that join our travel club that take a trip stick around forever. That's residual income. Okay? And then when they come back, they're going to be like, oh my God, it's real. I can't believe you get paid to go do this. Duh. Right? Go out there and tell their friends and become a member, become a representative also. Okay? Trainings, you guys know, September 15th, we have the regionals. All right? And we have the View in October. Guys, Matt Morris, he did a study. He says the average rep that he takes to a training per rep will make $1,000 versus worth of what they've produced, okay? So if you took 10 reps with you to training, what does that make for the year? 10 grand, right? That's Matt Morris's numbers. It says the average rep makes 10 times more money than the average rep the average rep that goes to training makes 10 times the money that the average rep that does not go to training. So if you have a family member or a friend or a cousin or a brother, somebody that you care about, somebody that you just met that you want to impress them, you want them to do well, what would you have them do? Go to training. Right? If they don't go to training, they will not have the kind of results that you want, that they want to have, that you want them to have. Okay? Cool. So this is something that I want to kind of show you guys a little bit, weird, but Matt Morris actually inspired me to share with you guys because I did the training and he texted me yesterday and he's like, hey man, like, asking me about this slideshow that I'm going to share with you guys, and he's like training my group in Boston with it, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like I did this and he's training must be good, right? Must be good. So World Ventures pays these ways, right? These are ways that World Ventures pays. Direct commissions, Ropia bucks, personal sales bonus, $100 cycles, etc., right? How many of you guys been in business for more than 90 days? Majority of you guys, right? More than 90 days? Bam. All right, cool. So I've noticed that with a lot of reps, what happens is that they think that they're going to put in one rep and that rep is going to go put in 10 million reps into the system right away, right? And it doesn't happen that fast, right? Sometimes it takes a while to get duplication. For me, it took my first 30 personals to find my first IMD, right? And it's just the way that it goes, But what I wanted to show people was our compensation plan from the perspective of what if you treated it like a sales job, right? Because most people kind of look at it like they think it's going to be like a lottery thing. Like, yeah, you can put people into the system and they'll duplicate. Of course, I have people that have gone marketing director of my organization from putting in 4 sales, right? I have people that have gone, IMD from putting in 60 sales, 70 sales. The average IMD in the company has 70 sales that they've made, right? So what I wanted to show you guys is just a way that you can look at it from like a sales job perspective and see the power of our comp plan just with that, without any duplication, right? So let's say that all you do is make 2 personal referrals a week, all right? If this was your job, right? If it was your job to make 2 personal referrals a week, would you make that happen? Yeah. Right? Yes?
Yes.
If it was your job, right? Just make 2 sales a week, right? All right, so if your first month you make 2 sales a week, meaning you made 8 sales in your first month, okay? 8 referrals, you're gonna make $2,300 and you're gonna be 4 left and 4 right. Is that cool? Cool. Right? $2,300 full-time income for the month? For a lot of people, yeah, of course. Yeah, right? So month 2, you'll make $2,100. Month 2, you'll make $2,100, and you'll be at residual income. Okay? But I'm not going to count the residual income aspect of it. I'm not going to count overrides. I'm not going to count, duplication. I'm not going to count any of that stuff. I'm going to only just do off personal effort what you're going to make. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is like the most basic form that I can show you guys our comp plan and how strong it is. Okay? So month 2, you make $2,100, and again, this is no duplication, no residual. This is just you doing the work. Okay? By month 3, you're at $1,700. Month 4, $1,600, because now you got the upfront commissions that double in the first 60 days that have gone down, but you're still making $1,600 a month extra on top of what you're making, or full time, however you want to treat it. Okay, is that good money? Yes. All right. Keep going. At this point here, by month 4, you've hit the second level of residual income. But again, I'm not counting the residual income. You guys see how just making 2 sales a week puts you at residual income in 4 months? Right? It took me 13 months to hit residual income when I first got started. Okay? So this is just me showing you guys the power we got. So month 5, 1,600, month 6, and this is all you're doing. Month 7, month 8, month 9. By month 9, you've maxed out tier 3 on the compensation plan. Tier 3 is what pays you $1,000 a month towards whatever car you want to go drive, or towards whatever you want to use it for. You can use it to pay off credit card debt, school loans, whatever you want to use it, but it's an extra $1,000 a month locked in every single month. From this point on, it's always going to be there, okay? We were talking about earlier where it was like, okay, so what businesses can you get into where you can make $1,000 a month, or investments, or whatever it is? You know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars you got to put into like real estate to just make $1,000 a month, right? How many thousands of dollars you have to risk in like stock or this or whatever it is to make $1,000 a month? I just showed you guys how to get to $1,000 a month by putting 36 up and 36 right, and that's not counting your overrides. It's just residual. You ready to get started?
Go.
Right? Keep going. Month 10, 40 sales up, 40 sales right. Month 11, month 12. So in 1 year, this is where you're at. 1 year, you're at 40 sales up, 40 sales right, which puts you as a director. They're all platinum, right? Now you're a director in a company. You got director residual income. You got director bonuses coming in. This month you made $2,200 on top of your residual and all the other stuff that I'm not counting at this time right here. And in 1 year, you made 96 platinum personals. You made $22,800. How many guys think that's a good amount of part-time income?
Mm-hmm.
Or full-time income?
Yeah.
Right? When I was a hotel manager, I mean, that's a 50% raise for me when I was a hotel guy. You know what I mean? Like, instead of getting a 1% raise from our boss, right? If he liked me that year. All right? So in 12 months, 0 duplication, 96 personal. How many guys think that if it was your job, if you made it, you know, a duty, if you made it something that you needed to do this year, you can make 100 personals this year? Right? 12 months. I think it's possible. I think a lot of you guys can do it. Even did half of that. All right? So that's that. The average income here shows you, this is kind of small, but it just shows, right? From 16 to 19 years old, the average income is $21,000 a year. This is from CNBC.com. Where it gets crazy is this, right? You get to 25 to 35 years old, and you're making 40 grand a year on average. It's the average American household income. 35 to 44 years old, the average American income is $50,752. And then what's crazy is that after 45, your income actually starts to go down. So between 45 years old and 54 years old, it goes down by about, you know, $60 for the year. Then from 55 to 64, it goes down another couple $100. And then from 65 years old and older, your income goes all the way down from $50,000 at your peak to $47,000 a year. So basically between 35 and 45 years old are your peak earning years. Crazy, right? Keep going. So now let's talk about duplication, right? You make 6 sales. How many of you guys can make 6 sales? All right, cool. You make 6 personal sales. You know, if 6 people make 6 sales, now you get $2,800 a month. You're at 21 left, 21 right. You're at residual income. If all you did was go out there and make 6 sales also, okay? Do that again. 108 left, 108 right. You're a marketing director. If everybody just want to make 6 sales over and over and over again, puts you at marketing director, $4,000 a month. And what if you sponsor another 6? Right? It's the simplest business in the world. I keep going over and over again on how this business is like simple, but you guys understand how powerful our compensation plan is, right? This really just popped into my head because I heard somebody say one time, I think it was Johnny who said, he goes, you know, our compensation plan is amazing when you can make full-time income off just selling the product, right? And that's basically what I just showed you guys right now without any duplication. Now, how do you duplicate? Travel parties. Travel parties are the main way that we duplicate. What we're doing here right now is a big way to duplicate because we all feel each other's energy, we all see other success stories, we all get excited about, you know, taking it to the next level. We don't feel alone, we feel unity, we feel, you know, a team, you know, environment. So travel parties are very important. I would recommend that you guys do multiple travel parties a day, multiple travel parties a week, over and over again, and that's going to create different kind of synergies because if you're doing multiple travel parties a week, multiple travel parties a day, and you guys bump into each other at the regionals, that's going to just explode even more from there, okay? Regional training events are important. If you guys are going by yourself, that's why it took me so long the first year to hit residual income because I was going to the trainings by myself. It was me and my wife, that's it. I never took anybody with me. Attending the national events. I know in the beginning you guys get people who go, oh, well, I just spent $600 to get started as a platinum member. I don't got $600 to go to a training, all right? Well, that's why I'm telling you to come to training, right? Because you don't have the $600 to go to training. When I first went to my first training, it was me and Michael Jackson. We went to Momentum in Las Vegas. We shared a room. Mike snores. Loud, right? We shared a room. I put it on a credit card. We did everything that we needed to do to go to that training. A couple years later, we're both $1 million a year earners at this company. It's crazy. And we shared a room. Today, when we go get rooms in Vegas, it's like apartments, right? It's like we get the best room, top floors, and all this stuff. It's crazy. But look what happened then when we sacrificed that little bit of time, a little bit of money that we had, and look what we got after. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
I'll tell you guys, World Ventures 2 is the only place that I've seen people who have never done this kind of business have the kind of lifestyle that we've had here.
That's
like
right.
Explode. Like I've never seen first time people get into a company like this and like their life change so quickly because of this thing here. Again, it's travel. You don't have to convince somebody to be excited about travel. You don't have to train somebody to share, you know, Paris or, you know, Dubai or whatever it is. They're generally excited about it. We just do that, okay? Plugging into the WV Sunday Night Calls. How many of you guys are enjoying the Sunday Night Calls? Right? Get your teams on them. This week we just had a new marketing director from Boston who went on there and shared his testimony, shared his story and stuff. It's cool. You guys will be able to plug other people into it. Plus, when you can move the business away from you, it becomes more powerful, okay? When you can move it away from you and you can plug into the system, all right? And take a team trip. You know, a lot of times you guys see us on a team trip and it's like, you know, I took, in the last 4 months, I've taken 3 dream trips, or 4 dream trips. And a lot of the people that went on the dream trips were first timers, right? What's happened out of that? The first trip that I took to DR, 2 guys came back. One hit director, the other one hit senior rep. Right after the trip. it's like the suntan gave him magical power. Right? They took a trip. All right? So take a trip. Invite everybody on a trip and just go out and have some fun. That's really all I wanted to share with you guys. Again, it's unconventional, and I mean, it's very different than what we taught in the beginning, but you know, I sat down with Julian, you know, not long ago, and again, this is very like far, high level stuff, but I'm looking at a room full of IMDs, right? Yeah, super cool. So me and Julian sat down, we were having, you know, brunch the other day, talking about James Bond movies and all this stuff in Atlanta, and we ended up talking about the compensation plan, you know, talking about like personal goals and stuff like that, and you know, I'll tell you guys, man, like I look at network marketing, and I see some of the best companies in the world on there, like the Amways and the Herbalife, and these companies have been around for 40, 50 years. You guys know that Avon is 132 years old?
Yep.
Wow. Right? So think about this. What we're building here is going to be around way after us. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you imagine the person who got started in Avon 100 years ago, and they're like, that makeup thing is stupid. Right? And their great-great-grandkids passing by in a Ferrari like, lip gloss is popping. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited. We're building something that's going to be here long after we're gone. You know what I'm saying? So we were just talking about income goals and different things, and I told him, well, look, I'm going to build IMD, you know, to this point, and I'm going to do this multiple times, and this is what it looks like, and you know, I'm going to do a YouTube video and show you guys like how you can build this thing to, you know, $4 million a year, $5 million a year, $6 million a year, and those are big goals for me because, you know, at those points you get into like the top 10 income earners in network marketing in general. You know what I mean? And I know that we're gonna have the top 10 income earners one day in the industry of network marketing are gonna all come from World Ventures. You know, you guys look at Facebook. Facebook created, I think it's 1,000 millionaires or something like that, some crazy number, right? And they created like multi-millionaires from Facebook, right? What do you want to do here in Instagram? in World Ventures, right? We'll do bigger, we'll do better, we'll do more. You know what I mean? Like, we already have dozens of people that have become millionaires in this company because of this concept, okay? So, you know, whatever your goals are, may they be small in the beginning or big, whatever they are, you can meet them here. But it's not just about meeting them, it's about the journey along the way when you are meeting them, all right? I can literally say that in the last couple of years, I've been able to build my dream life while helping others do the same. Been able to build my dream life while taking my family around the world, by helping other families go around the world. I got stuck in Paris, coming back from Morocco last year, and it was me and my friend, and we didn't get stuck in Paris. I mean, the airplane had like technical issues or whatever, and we had to stay in Paris for a day. And I'm like, man, I've been to Paris before, right? So my friend's never been to Paris. How many of you guys would love to get stuck in a foreign country somewhere with a friend that's never been to that country before, but you know exactly where to eat? You know exactly how to get to the airport, you know exactly where to go shop, you know exactly, like we had a day in Paris and I showed him a bunch of things that he'd never seen in his life. Like for example, my first time ice skating in life was in the Eiffel Tower. How many of you guys like ice skating in the Eiffel Tower? We got an ice skating rink over there. Wow. Yeah, that's what I got, man. First time ice skating. First time I felt ice skating too. Right? So like think about that, you know, can't get paid like this anywhere else. When we get to that top, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, income earners in network marketing, we're gonna stay there, right? We're gonna be like the Dexter Yeagers of this industry, where Dexter Yeager was an Amway, and a guy's a billionaire, right? With Bill Bricks that have earned hundreds of millions of dollars in this thing. You know, these guys, the Jeff Robertis, $100 million plus in their companies, right? With stable, strong, solidified, proven products. Except, the only thing is, I feel bad for them because ours is just better. So when we get up there, it's over, you know what I mean? But they got a 50-year jump on us, okay? But we're climbing, we're doing our thing. So I'm excited to be here, partner up with you guys. I love seeing all your faces, man. I love seeing all you guys, and you know, just seeing that new blood and seeing that next level of millionaires, the next level of IMDs, the next level of United trainers, the next level of all this stuff, man. Like, we need you guys. You know, we need you guys to be up on that stage, training people, talking to people, and telling them your story, sharing your story. You guys don't know the power of your story, man. You just going up there and telling them where you started, what you saw, where you ended, you know, and it's important, you know, and it's so funny because you guys look at it like, oh, I'm the IMD. And I remember when I first got started, I was like, man, when I hit IMD, man, it's over. I'm going to jump on my white horse and just ride out into the sunset. And I look at this thing, I'm like, I hit IMD, and I'm like, I'm on the white horse in the sunset with friends, right? And just bringing more. So, you know, I don't have any end finish line here. I just have constant goals and constant things that I want to go do, and I want to help more people come with me, you know, for the sake of just having more friends that ain't got nothing to do on a Tuesday morning. I mean, you guys want to have more friends that ain't got nothing to do on a Tuesday morning. That's good. I'm home sometimes and I'm like, everybody at work. I gotta wait till 5 o'clock. Everybody get out of work. Sucks, man. Right? So just, yeah, man, you got to realize like it's lonely at the top. Right? Whoever said that is not a world interest. Trust me. Like, it's just not lonely at the top. You get to world interest, you just find more people who want to do more fun stuff at the top. You know, so we're all up here waiting and calling and cheering you guys on. You know, there's so much room at the top, man. We are just getting warmed up. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I'm a green personality. Like, I'm very analytical. I like numbers. I like stuff like that. I literally sit down and just check numbers, and I'm like, man, like, what's the population of Detroit? You said 1,000? 700,000. How many IMUs can come out of 700,000? If you sign everybody up. What if you sign up half? You signed up 10% of those. Alright? What if you sign up 70,000? What if you grew a team of 70,000 out here? How many IMUs is that? 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? At least. Right? How many $1 million earners is that? Alright? It's a big number. It's a big number. Alright. If you guys have any questions, I'm here too, man. I mean, let's do like a little 5-minute Q&A or something. If you have any questions before I go. Cool? Yeah.
Video, how do you send a video? What do you say?
Yeah, so the video I don't do as much because I like being in control, right? Meaning I like to be able to show somebody the video, not the video, show somebody the presentation and emphasize certain points that I really enjoy. Plus when you do the presentation, I'll tell you this, right? Smart guy told me this one day. He goes, I know a lot of IMDs that have gone IMD using push play, but I don't know one IMD who doesn't do PowerPoint.
Yeah, right.
So I know a lot of IMDs that have gone IMD using the push play, like Byron Shaw, double IMD, but I don't know one IMD who doesn't do the PowerPoint. Byron Shaw does the PowerPoint too, you know. So I like the push play. It's cool. I just, you know, I prefer, you know, PowerPoint. Whenever I have used the video, it's just like, you know, somebody that's like really far away and I'm traveling or something like that. Maybe I'm in a car, maybe I'm driving, maybe I'm on a plane or something. And I'll tell them, hey, listen, I want you to watch this. I'll call you back in 15 minutes. That's it. You know? And I'm home. You know, if they don't pick up the phone, I'll text them. I hate you, you suck. You know, I'm super dismissive. I mean, I don't really take any offense to anything because, you know, fact of the matter is, man, that we're building something here, you know, where we're gonna live like a small 1%. You know what I mean? And what I've learned over time is that 1% doesn't have to do with background or age or color or anything. It just has to do with mindset. You know, and the 1% versus the 99% is almost like the brave versus the scared. All right?
Because I'm in the auto plant, so I don't know these people. I just chat for them for a few seconds. And, hey, give me your email. I'll send you the.
Yeah, get them on the Zoom better. Get them on the Zoom. Say, I'm doing a you know, a business meeting or no, just don't say business. All right? Okay, listen, I'd love to discuss something that I'm working on with you. You seem like a sharp person. Are you available tonight at 9? All right? Yeah, I'm available tonight. If you download Zoom, Zoom is free. Okay, it's a free version of it. Sit down, literally, in front of your computer. You need to do it off your phone. Right? Computer, your phone, you guys talk. Hey, listen, when I saw this, I thought about you. Alright? What are you thinking? Hopefully you didn't think about them in a bikini in the beach. Right? When I saw this, I thought about you. And I thought that you would enjoy it. So